What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at this brand new 2021 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4. Huge shout out and thank you to Randy Marion GMC for providing this new truck for today's video. Check out the link to their website in the description below. They have a huge selection of the 2021 GMC lineup, so definitely check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is finished off in Summit White and has an MSRP at $71,000. Underneath the hood, the Sierra 1500 utilizes a 6.2 liter 8-cylinder engine. This cranks out 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission and sends the power to all four wheels through a 2-speed transfer case. And with a fuel capacity at 24 gallons, you can expect 15 miles per gallon in the city and 19 out on the highway. The overall curb weight is around 5,300 pounds and max conventional towing can be up to 9,200 pounds. The overall length is 241.2 inches with a wheelbase at 156.9. The width is 81.2 with height at 75.4 inches. And then overall ground clearance is around 9 inches with the 2-inch lift you get on the AT4 trim. Taking a look at the styling of this AT4 Sierra, this is more of the off-road focused pickup truck from GMC. This has a very bold design up front. You can see a gloss metallic gray coloring inside the grille with a really cool design. There's the large GMC logo right in the center, finished off in red, and you do get a forward-facing camera. There's body color trim around the entire grille surround, and then a body color bumper down below with 4 parking sensors integrated into them. There's gloss black trim in the center of the bumper with red tow hooks. And then you get LED fog lights on the farthest sides of the front bumper with more of that gray trim. And then if we take a look at these LED headlights, they have a really cool LED daytime running light design. And there's a nice trim piece above the grille leading our way to the hood. On the hood, you're going to notice 4 prominent body lines with a lot of raises in it. And the whole front end flows into these front fenders with more of the same kind of lines. And then moving to the side profile, we get a set of 20-inch wheels in all 4 corners, finished off in this 2-tone gloss black machine silver. They have a split 6-spoke design, and they also have a Goodyear off-road tire on them. You can also see the suspension up front featuring Rancho shocks and some nice black trim around these front fenders. There's also the 6.2 liter V8 logo on the side of this front fender, and then a really sharp body line going through the cab and into the bed of the side profile. There's more lines in the lower portion of these doors with your AT4 logo, and we get a set of body colored door handles as well as gloss black mirror caps. They have an LED on them as well as a lower camera. And then there's gloss black trim around all of the windows to help tie in the blacked out theme. And being the full crew cab with a shorter bed, this has a fantastic side profile that's very proportional, and we also get a sunroof up top. And as we make our way to the rear end of the truck, you can see how the bedside also features the same type of fender flare. And then as we get to the back end now, we have a massive GMC logo with Sierra as well as the AT4. And then we have the MultiPro Tailgate from GMC. We have 2 different buttons up top as well as an LED light and a camera. If I go ahead and just press this top button, you can see how it'll unlock for this top portion. This comes out independently of the rest of the actual tailgate. And then as you can see, this is a really good workbench now, which is about elbow height. If I go ahead and close this up now, we can go over and press the lower button and the entire tailgate will come out now like a normal truck does. From here, you can actually grab this handle and press this lever in. This locked in place will do a really good job keeping items in the bed like a 2x4 or something like that. Then if I go ahead and push this down and close it, if I reach under and press the top button once again, this will come down now. And as you can see, this is a really good place to step a little bit closer into the bed to grab any items. And then another last feature, if I grab this button once again and push this down, you now have a fantastic step to make entering the truck super easy. And then over on the left side, we even have a handle that I can just pull up. It'll lock into place to make it even easier. And then the whole bed has a spray and bed liner for added durability, as well as an AT4 logo. And then to put everything back, we just pull this unlock. We can close this into place. And then just as easy, you can grab the entire step, fold it back into place, and then pull the entire tailgate back up into place. The back end of the Sierra also features a body color bumper with 4 more parking sensors integrated. We have an integrated dual exhaust system with side steps, and then you can see the Class 2 trailer hitch right in the center with all the connections on the left side. So there's a good look at the exterior of the AT4 GMC Sierra. Comment below, what do you guys think of this trim level? It's the off-road focused one, super aggressive and sporty looking. So we now have GMC's key fob. If I go ahead and lock the truck, all I have to do is go up to the door handle and grab it, and then by pressing the chrome button, it'll automatically unlock and we can check out the interior. This truck has a black leather interior with brown accents all throughout. If we go ahead and take a look at the door panel now, it's finished off in black. We have some nice leather along the sides and good padding for your armrest, more of the brown stitching. Then we have a really cool silver accent with your grab handle, all of your window controls and mirror controls, and then your release handle above that with lock and unlock and memory seating. You can see part of the Bose audio system and then a lot of the storage space on this door panel. Moving our way inside, we have the AT4 logo as well as GMC on the all-weather floor mats. And then all of your power controls are on the left side of the driver's seat. We have really nice smooth leather with all the brown stitching and some perforated leather in the whole centers with more brown accents. They have a really cool design. And as we make our way up the backrest, you can see how the design carries all the way up. We even get AT4 stitched into the headrest. And then spinning around, taking a look at the steering wheel, it's finished off in smooth black leather, GMC logo right in the center, and more of the brown stitching. And then now inside the GMC, all I gotta do is keep my foot on the brake and we can fire it up. The center gauges have a digital display right in the center with your speedometer over on the right and then the tach on the left. You can see a lot of the vitals up top with the digital readout. And then if I use the controls on the right side of the steering wheel, I can actually control what the center screen sees. You can see right now we have the oil life. If I scroll down, you can see your tire pressure and monitor a lot of the other parameters within the truck, even your pitch and roll. If I go over now, you can see your audio, your navigation can come up as well, along with going into phone connectivity, and then a lot of the different settings within the truck can also come up. Along the steering wheel, you can see your heated steering wheel button over on the left side with all the cruise control, as well as the forward collision. And then we have Bluetooth and audio controls over on the right side. We have your gear shifter over on the right of the steering wheel, and then on the left, we have all of your windshield wiper controls. And then on the left side of the steering wheel, we have all of your headlight controls as well as the dome light for the bed. Your four-wheel drive selection is up here as well as a trailering mode. You can turn that left and right. We have a nice air vent with more of the leather and stitching, more leather on the dashboard, and we get your heads-up display unit right in the center. There's also some storage space in the center of this dashboard, and the leather continues all the way to the right side. If we take a look at this LCD display right in the center for the infotainment, we have a lot of information that can come up. If I just tap the camera icon right now, you can see your trailer hitch as well as the bed, which is really cool to see all that. Tapping this icon, we have your front view camera as well as a top down. And we can go into many different screens, as you can see, all of the different zones with a full 360 view, your different wheels as well, and then tapping the home button to get out of there. We have climate controls that can come up on the screen, and then more information like your apps that can come up. You can see a lot of different apps that you can add to this car, as well as the ones that are actually downloaded. Going back home now, we can swipe over and see different things like your navigation, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and then a default right there. Below that, we have actual buttons for your volume and tuning for the radio. And then all the physical climate controls are below that. We have dual zone climate, and you can easily adjust the temperature with its own LCD display. Your fan speed is in the center and all of the different zones. We do get heated and ventilated seats as well. Your push start is on the left. We have the lane keeping assist on and off, parking sensors, and the auto start stop feature. You can automatically open the tailgate as well. And then we have traction control, downhill assist, more of your trailer settings, USB ports, opening that up for a 12 volt, and we have a 3-prong outlet right here. With these closed now, we have more space down here for wireless phone charging as well as some storage, and we get some cup holders right in the center, and then more of the leather and stitching finds its way on the center armrest here with a little bit of storage. Pressing this upper button, we can open this up, and we have quite a lot of storage space in here. As you can see, we even get more auxiliaries up front. And then with that closed, we have 2 different glove boxes. If I open this one up, we have a good amount of space in here for smaller items. And then giving that a close, we have another one down here with a really large bucket, more traditional. And then one last look at the interior, very cleanly laid out. Everything is pretty simple in here. I like all the leather and contrast. And then if we make our way to the ceiling, we have a black headliner and then all of your dome lights up front with garage door openers. And then to take a look at the rear seat space, I can go ahead and open up the door. The door panel is finished off just like we saw up front with the black leather and brown stitching, and we get some storage down below. The seats have the same design as well with all the stitching, perforated leather, and the nice contrast. And then one thing very cool, these actually open up and we have a lot of storage space in here. As you can see, really convenient feature for this GMC Sierra. We have beautiful leather all around as well as an armrest in the center. Then taking a look at some amenities, we have storage pockets up front, 2 of your climate vents with USBs, heated seats as well, and a 12 volt. And then there's extra storage in this truck. If I go ahead and lift the front of the seat up, it'll lock into place and it reveals a ton more storage on the floor. We even have a little bit of a cubby down here for longer items, so I really like how usable that is. And then with just one firm pull, we can close this down and we're back to our normal seats. So climbing into the back of the Sierra AT4, this is a really tall truck. So it definitely takes a little bit getting into. Now that I'm sitting in here, this is a pretty roomy vehicle. I have a ton of headroom, maybe 6 inches above my head. I'm 5'11". I have my driver's seat also set to my height. And as you can see, I have a ton of knee room and my feet are fitting very nicely. The armrest is in a perfect place and this is really comfortable. The recline angle of these seats is at a great angle. And then, like I said, we have an armrest right here. Opening this up, we also have some cup holders in here and a little bit of storage. And then closing that up, we have a power sliding rear glass and definitely a lot of visibility here. All right, guys, so we are in the 2021 GMC Sierra. The AT4 is a super sweet trim level. I definitely like how aggressive it looks. First off, that heads-up display is massive looking. I love how good that looks with the graphics. That is really cool, especially in a truck like this. So we're now going to set off and drive it around. So this truck, first and foremost, we have a really good amount of visibility, a lot of glass for the windshield. I can see the entire hood. Has a really tall presence when you're already in the truck. Glass on the left and right side, you can easily see around. And then as far as the blind spots or looking over your left and right shoulder, you have pretty much no blind spots like any pickup truck. It's super easy. And we also have a lever we can pull, and we now have an LCD screen with a camera system for the actual rear view mirror. So that is a really cool touch. Being such a large vehicle, I love how the visibility is pretty much endless, and that 360 camera is really cool at slow speeds. If I go ahead and hit the home icon, I can go over to it and just click on it, and we have the front view camera, which is so cool to see your guidelines and everything. That is definitely a great feature. And then as far as the comfort sitting in these seats, they are ventilated, which I am going to turn on because it is a toasty day in here. But even maneuvering this truck in a parking lot, it actually isn't too bad for being such a big truck. And then as we make our way to get out on the road, we have the bigger V8 engine available. You can also get a smaller one, so 5.2 or 5.3, and you also get a 3-liter turbo diesel. So then getting up to some speed now with the big engine available, just giving it a little bit of gas. Nicely right up to speed with no issues. I mean, this has a lot of power, not even close to 3,000 RPM, and this truck really does the job. And then of course, with the towing capacities, things like that, this is extremely capable. It can pretty much do anything you need to throw its way. Just getting more comfortable in these seats now. It's a nice truck. So the tires, you can hear them just a little bit. They are the off-road ones, of course, but even though they are more off-road oriented, they're still pretty comfortable and doable. I'm going around 50 miles an hour, and it's extremely livable to be in this truck. And then just getting comfortable, armrests are in a great place, and this really is a truck you can be in and put some miles on it, you know, long haul towing something, and I think this truck can really do that comfortably. Taking a sharp turn now, it still is a pretty composed vehicle. You really do notice how tall this truck is. And then coming to a stop, the brakes do a great job. And then getting back up to some speed now. It's a nice, comfortable, luxurious truck, but I like how we have the 4-wheel drive system, all that kind of thing for off-roading. If you're gonna be towing something, maybe through some dirt roads, I like how capable this truck can be, and yet on the road, it's civilized, very comfortable, and it feels like a high-class truck. And then I also love how simple everything is to use for the touchscreen, and I like the redundancy. You can have your climate controls coming up right on the screen or just use the normal buttons. That's a really good touch. But yeah, the GMC Sierra, definitely a great truck all around. Can't argue with it much. I think it has a lot of cool features to it. It looks really classy, especially comparing it to the Chevrolet version. I think the GMC just has that extra bold touch. And then everything you touch in here, pretty nice materials, the leather, this really cool brushed aluminum accent as well, same with the steering wheel. And then final thoughts as we pull back into the dealership now. I believe this truck was up on the front lawn, so we'll use that 360 camera view as I go in reverse, somewhat off-road. This is the best we can do for a brand new truck, of course. Once I'm in reverse, we get the full top down and 360 view. You can easily see that cement barrier over there. The camera graphics are extremely HD. I can see that metal bar and easily line this back up exactly where it was. That's a great touch for a massive truck like this. So we're almost back to where the truck belongs now. I think that is about it. So yeah, there we go, the 2021 GMC Sierra. The AT4 is my favorite trim level. I just like how aggressive it is. Great truck all around. I definitely like the features you get in it. Luxurious, sporty, fun. You can definitely do a lot with the capabilities. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, huge shout out and thank you to Randy Marion GMC for providing this truck for today's video. Check out their link in their description below. They have a huge selection of the 2021 GMC lineup and a ton of trucks just like this, so check them out. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.